It's your boy, Kwesi Shakur. It's your boy, Kwesi Shakur. You're tuned into Kwesi's Visions.
It's that crazy understanding. It's that crazy understanding. It's that crazy understanding.
Crazy, not crazy, baby.
Crazy understanding.
Crazy,
Crazy understanding.
not crazy.
Crazy understanding.
Crazy understanding, baby. I was born on Sunday, driving up on coffee. You don't understand me. Crazy, baby, not crazy. Crazy, not crazy.
What if the chilling adventures of Sabrina was connected to the MCU? If not the MCU, the Netflix cinematic Marvel universe. All right, sounds crazy. Okay, first things first. Not saying that they are connected, but if they were, this is how I would do it. One, Liv and Nicholas Scratch are both Marvel characters in the comic cinematic universe. Little, just like in Sabrina, is depicted as a fallen angel or the first woman. Okay, still losing you. WandaVision, introduction to Agatha Harkness, and now she's getting the TV series House of Harkness. Nicholas is her namesake, and they saying that Sentry might be inducted, or the character Sentry might be in development for a Marvel project. Not saying in what cinematic universe. Forget it. All things Marvel. That's how we gonna do it. ATM. All things Marvel. It's gonna be a part of the ATM. Okay. So Sentry, why is he so important? And what would connect him to Agatha? Well, what happened at the end of Sabrina? She was defeated, or she died defeating the Void. And who was with her? Nicholas. Nicholas, Agatha's namesake. He's the one who's supposed to take over her head, a house. He's supposed to take over her house. He's her namesake. Even in the comics, there are depictions of her doing certain things because he dies in the comics, I believe. Oh man, I gotta think of the one. But the man died in the comics, I believe, and she does some stuff to resurrect him and things of that matter. So I could see that being a punchline. I mean, if I was going to do it, that's how I would do it. So Agatha is also known as one of the daughters of Liberty, and then you have Sabrina, who's known as the daughter, a daughter of chaos, and then you have the Scarlet Witch, which is supposed to be another depiction of chaos magic. All right, so you got Lilith, the Fallen, the first woman, who whose origin story is quite hazy. Like and when you think about her in Marvel comics, like it's very quite hazy. But she's also depicted as a goddess, a fallen angel, or in some cases, Eve. So things of that matter. And then you get into the whole witchcraft thing with Nicholas. Wow, Nicholas. Okay, so with Nicholas, it's a little hazy, but I believe so. I know that she's one of Agatha's children, or he's Agatha's namesake. Now, the reason I brought up Sentry is because Sentry is one of the first. He's depicted as one of the first um, heroes in Marvel comics. Like it's between him and Blue Marvel or whatever. But anyway, like Sentry has a arch enemy who is actually himself. He has like a split personality disorder, and this entity is known as the Void. Super powerful, super like the power restraints on this. The guy is out there like something very, 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 very dangerous, like super dangerous. Like Sentry himself is like on par with Superman, or if not stronger than Superman. If we want to go there, but let's not get into the whole DC thing today. Let's just stay on topic. How I would connect, not saying that they're connected, but how I would connect the chilling adventures of Sabrina to the ATM. All things Marvel. All right, another thing. In the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, they had a convergence event where worlds were colliding and destroying each other, and it was like stuff was getting real. You feel me? Like it was getting real, real, and Sabrina had to get up on her high horse and like, oh, I'm gonna make everything right. Like she used to blow me with that though, but like Sabrina be on some, you know what? I'm gonna mess things up. Like she low key be on some Doctor Strange type of shit, bro. Like she really be messing up some stuff, and then she be real quick to fix it and that way everybody can have their cake and eat it too, and things of that matter though. But she used to really push her limits when it come to this magic stuff, man. Like real taboo, man. Like she used to even have Lucifer looking like, hey man, you know, Morningstar be looking like, man, somebody go grab this broad, man. She tripping, man. She on some stuff that I can't even correct. You feel me? But man, all right, so when you're talking about the void and the century, you got to think the void has the ability not to only to destroy planets, but the whole entire universe. And in Sabrina, they had a similar situation, especially in the last episode, where the Esoterics, where different apocalyptic level events was going on, and where the last one, where the void was destroying the universe, and basically Sabrina was like the only one who could, the only one who stepped up to stop it. But in doing so, she gave her life. All right, and at the end of Sabrina, her and Nicholas appeared to be in the white hot room, or is basically like the center of creation, or the afterlife after they destroyed the void. So my theory is that Agatha is trying to get Nicholas back. Be he exists beyond the void or beyond the afterlife, which is why she needs the Scarlet Witch ability to rewrite or warp reality. And you kind of get a glimpse of this concept in Loki when they basically get erased into like this alternate place where they, right before they get to the sanctuary, the sanctuary of time, the time sanctuary, beyond time, beyond the void. And the reason why I would come at this angle is because the past couple of years, really since I say since '08, like the MCU itself, and the MCU in particular with Catfish, and what they've been doing, like they are really the kings of the red herring effect. Like when it comes to like really misleading, or even like giving people like breadcrumbs to what they're about to do, they still know how to deliver stuff to where it's like refreshing to the point where you really don't know what you're getting, but you still getting exactly what you expected. Is and where you get a fulfilling piece of cinema. And like this past year of 2021, like starting it with WandaVision, like that was in like that was genius. Like the way they did WandaVision, like the first four episodes was kind of like, oh my god, where are they going with it? But I believe it was something new to cinema, and like how they broke down like the whole effect of the stages of grief, how they went with it. It was really bigger than most people want to say. Oh, it's just the cheat code with superpowers. Is really bigger than just superpowers and super hype. Like they really are tackling real life dialogue and concept drama. Like the writing is excellent, and like I said, like the whole WandaVision, like the red herring effect on that was just out, man. Like it was so many different red herring effects in that, man. Like a lot of stuff you really just didn't see coming. A lot of things you did see coming, and it really broke down. Like it really was better than the origin story, and it opened up the doors to so many more things, like even the whole multiverse theory that we're going into right now. And that's a whole nother animal. But I know in the comics that Wanda was very so connected to Immortus, and the she was very it was very important, because I remember in the comic books that they had Immortus had struck a deal with the timekeepers to keep the Scarlet Witch from having children. Like she was never supposed to have children, so he ended up manipulating her to fall in love with Vision, who's supposed to be a android being who's not supposed to be able to reproduce anyway. And that was like a key thing though. But that was in the comics. But I like how they playing with it now, and certain things is happening, and I like to see where they go. But I would love to see, if I was to do it, this is just my crazy vision, if Sabrina was connected to WandaVision, or Agatha Harkness, Agatha Hart, connected to the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Nicholas Scratch. Like, how would they tie it into? Like I said, like the whole void concept, which would bring Sentry and the void into the ATM, not the MCU, because not all things is Marvel Cinematic Universe. You got Sony, you got other love, you got Netflix, but and my man, like, to me, I always connect to things like any live adaptation of Marvel or cartoon, anything that's more than just the comics. If it's on the TV screen, I really consider it to be part of the MCU. But for technical reasons, we just gonna say ATM.
Crazy, not crazy, baby.